Whether it's ski or sun, slopes or sand, fly from Norwich this winter. The Pink 'Un Show, sponsored by Flybe.
I just think it's expectation levels. I think the expectation level is the fact that we should be doing better than what we are at the moment, which is fair. However, what I would say is what you're suggesting is the fact that we've got a long way to go for the season still. Do you know what I mean? And we've got to turn it round. We've got 4 arguably starting players missing from the weekend, and hopefully we'll have them back sooner rather than later. So, yeah, do you know what I mean? Up until 4 games ago, we'd won 7 games out of 8, and the one we lost with 2 minutes remaining. So, I don't think huge amount of things were going wrong there. I think we're still conceding too many goals, but we're winning matches. Do you know what I mean? And that's the most important thing. So, we need to get back to that. And the squad's determined to do that, so that's our focus.
Yeah, I'm delighted. This is my childhood club. Been here 10 years already, so another 4.5 onto that. I couldn't be more happy about committing my future here. That's where the club deserves to be. That's where everyone sees the club. Being in the Championship, this is not where we want to be. We want to be in the top flight, playing against the big boys, so to say. So, I'm here in this team to get as many wins as I can help the team get.
I had no issues whatsoever with the questions that were answered at the AGM. I think my only sort of, I wouldn't say worry, but my only concern is the fact that I think people ask for honesty. Do you know what I mean? I think people want honesty. They want to hear what you've got to say. They want to know your honest opinions. And then what they do is, when you give them an honest answer, and I've always been that way and that will not change, what they then do is they nitpick the bits that suit what they want to hear, and then they take it and put it into a different context at times, and I think that's unfair. Do you know what I mean? I think if you're going to ask me a question, I'll give you an honest answer. Now, we might not always agree, but the fact is, though, I could quite easily put up a bland answer and show you nothing at all and just say, listen, I'm the manager, I pick the team, blah, 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 and that's it. But I try to give them an insight and a perspective as to why I do what I do, and everything that goes with that. And I think sometimes people, and to be honest, it's mainly people who are not there, read a transcript or whatever it is and make their own minds up about it.
Everyone's positive. That's our main focus, to get points back on the board. We're in a blip at the moment, but it's not going to last forever, and that's what we've been working on the training pitch to get things right for the weekend.
Well, I think, and I sort of briefly touched on it at the AGM, I think obviously there was some fans stood up and saying, with the quality we've got, we should be doing this and we should be doing that, and rolling teams over, and we're Norwich City and blah blah blah. And that was the type of attitude I thought we had when I first came down. Do you know what I mean? And the one thing that I quickly sort of made aware to the squad was the fact that, guys, don't think you're Premier League players, because the bottom fact is we're in the Championship. If you want to get back there, you need to be prepared to fight and to scrap and to do all the bits that the lesser players at maybe other clubs will do. So we're going to have to be prepared to do the hard graft and that sort of extra legwork that's required. Quality doesn't get you there. Do you know what I mean? That's only a part of it. You've got to be prepared to do the other stuff. And I think what happened was, because we went on a good run and won 7 out of 8, and I don't think we were at our blistering best in the games by any means, but we still managed to do enough to win the games, and we deserve to win the games. But I think what then happened is that bit of complacency, like you see from the AGM, where we should just turn up and beat everybody. It's not as simple as that. I mean, a lot of these teams have invested a lot of money. Derby's invested a hell of a lot of money in the last few years trying to get up. Sheffield Wednesday's invested a lot of money trying to get up. Aston Villa and Newcastle invested vast amounts, far more than us, to try and get themselves up. It's not as simple of just turning up and we should just roll teams over. And I think if you've got that sort of outlook on it, that's where you're going to come unstuck.
Yeah, we're a tight group, and boys are always talking with each other, trying to sort out problems of matches. We just stay together. This is when we need each other, and we're all staying positive and upbeat and trying to put points on the board, like I said.
I think fans are well within their rights to say what their thoughts are. That's what I would say. I think the one thing that happens now, but is I think media and certain aspects write what they think what fans want to hear rather than what their own opinion is, because I think people want retweets and likes and all the rest of it, which I don't think is modern day journalism. I mean, if you've got an opinion, write it. If you're going to write it in a balanced way and let people make their mind up. Don't you sway them into one way of thinking, because I think that's currently what's happening at the moment.
We've got to expect that he's not going to be happy with us at times, But you know, that's the job we're in, the environment, and he's very demanding of us, and he always wants wins and positive performances. So if that's not happening, yeah, obviously you can understand why he wouldn't be too happy with us.
I think what happens is when you go on a good run, that bit of complacency sometimes creeps in, and sometimes it takes a little bit to shake it off, and we need to shake it off. Do you know what I mean? And like Fraser's already said, we have came for a worse position than what we're in at the moment to gain promotion, and we've still got, and bearing in mind that was in the 9th of January I came in, so we've still got from now to the 9th of January. It'll be interesting to see where we sit then.
Whether it's ski or sun, slopes or sand, fly from Norwich this winter. The Pink 'Un Show, sponsored by Flybe.